what do businesses look for in a young person, a young hire these days?
I think the most important part of when you're hiring somebody is the values, which is actually not really rated very highly. People say, okay, what's the big deal about values? What they don't realize is, for a company to be successful, you need to have an underlying fundamental values. And when you're recruiting people, you need to make sure that they are in sync with the values of the company. If you are going to, for example, in Procter Gamble, we have very strong values of honesty and ownership behavior and things like that, which really made everybody trying to work in the same manner. We all showed honesty, we all showed ownership behavior, we all showed trust, and I think that made a difference. And while we interview people, we looked for those, incidents of those activities in their past behavior. Were they passionate about their job? And the other part, thing which I think we need the employees look for is, do you really have passion? You see, some people says, give me a job in marketing, finance, I just want a job. That doesn't work. You need to have a passion for the job. Do you really are interested in this kind of career? If you're a salesperson, just because there's an opening in sales, you say, okay, fine, I'll apply there because I want to. But you will never be able to excel. And in hindsight, if you do not have a passion, you will never succeed, or you may succeed, but you will never reach the top. You will never be able to excel in that job. You will succeed because you're intelligent. If you made me an architect, I would have been a good architect, but I would never have been the best architect out there. So I think that's another part of the recruiting process. And to me, in today's knowledge economy, I think one of the things that I look for in people is quick thinking, quick decision making. You don't have time. You don't have, it's not like, they should not be afraid. They should not be pushing the decision making upwards. And obviously, it has a lot to do with the culture in that company, how the management and the C-level management, do they delegate, do they allow people to make decisions? Do the systems allow that too as well? Because, I've seen many companies where they have so many controls that the people literally, give up their power of decision making, and the whole company, and especially when you're a small startup, you don't have, too many people out there. You need to make sure that everybody has the right, capacity to think within their competency and make a call. Otherwise, things will just stagnate there, and the boss will be, pulling all the strings, and he'll probably be burnt out and not be able to deliver the ultimate goal.
And I think what you were saying about is that this critical thinking behavior, a lot of universities, colleges, and post-education arenas will say that they do focus on critical thinking. But like many leaders I talk to, like yourself, not once did you mention academics. It's not important anymore. And it's one of those messages. It's not important because we have an abundance of young people that have got good academic standards. So we've almost drawn the line under it and said, well, actually, yes, we expect you to have a degree.
Can I share an insight I had? When I was heading finance department, I was CEO. A lot of people would come to me like, "How do I get promoted? What do I need to do to get promoted?" And frankly, I used to say, I said, in front of me there's a crowd of 50 people, 30 people. You have to get noticed. You need to deliver beyond the scope. You need to do something better than everybody else. If you can get that into your head, that's really when the difference will be made. Just don't say, "Oh, I worked so hard." Everybody's delivered. Everybody's working very hard. This whole concept of good to great, you need to get into the great category, and great category is not that easy because you're all very good. So again, coming back to this whole thing, a lot of people feel that I'm the topper in academia. I've done this, I've done that. A street smart kid could probably beat you, because in real life, all of this levels the playing field. And then it's up to your own passion, your own drive, and your own commitment that makes a difference.
Yeah, and it is that passion and that purpose